Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to 726 right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. I'm Dan Reynolds and
I'm Brenda Allen.
Brenda Allen. I was just going to say Karen is on vacation for the next couple
weeks, I
couple
think.
more weeks, and you have graciously consented to come on the show and fill in her position.
I have. I'll be here filling in.
And you
for another time or two.
Yeah, you filled in for us over the years, and I always have a great time when you're here. Always a lot of things going on in your life, and it's fun to hear about some of the adventures you.
Well, I have a great time being here.
Yeah, yeah. And we were talking right before the show that you're now a contributing correspondent, I would think, for magazines, or.
Well, actually, I'm a board member for a magazine in Los Angeles called Zensations.
Okay.
And it's a magazine
right
about inspiring through film and fashion. My editors are a lady who's written a book on fashion modeling, and this is actually her daughter on the cover, and she talks about her life as an autistic person.
Okay.
And then Sal, who's the co-editor, is a movie producer in Los Angeles. So
Okay.
I met them about a year ago, actually a year ago next month, and had several meetings with them and was asked to serve on the board. And so I'm a contributor, sales executive, and a promoter. And of course, as contributor, that means I'm a writer. So this is actually our second issue, and I have my first story in the magazine that just came out last Friday.
Can you get this locally or not?
It's digital or hard copy, and I have a link that you can go on and either buy the hard copy or the digital link or both. Okay. So that's how you get it.
And where's your article in this? You want to show us?
It's on page 80, I think, and towards the back, and then I am involved with one of the other board. Yeah, it's called From Dodging Bullets to Success.
This story right here.
And it's about a young man from Brazil. His name is Carlos Segura, and I also met him about a year ago, and I interviewed him for this story. And he was a young man in Brazil and was selling bread off the back of his little bicycle at 7 years old to help his mother and his family to live. And he talks about dodging bullets to success because he got shot at many times while he was selling that bread.
Make a living.
Yes, trying to make a living.
It's real nice to see that there are still success stories in today's time when everybody's trying to.
It's a very inspirational story. And he is now a peak performance coach trained by the Tony Robbins team, who the same people I'm training with as well.
Nice,
so,
nice.
Well, there's great news for you this week.
I'm another grandfather.
For the fourth
time. I have the newest. Her name is Civalee.
Oh, I think that's beautiful.
It was named after
a family member?
A family member, yeah.
Okay.
Grand family member.
And she was born since we did the show last week.
Yeah, she was born last week, and she was. I know she was 20 inches long, but I can't remember how. 7 pounds, I think, was it, Gil? I don't hear anything in the background, but I think it was 20 inches long. She's healthy.
7 pounds, 9 ounces.
7 pounds, 9 ounces. And, I've always been critical of babies. Because.
Why is that?
Because they all look like babies to me. I mean, there's nothing, people will say, oh, the baby's beautiful. I go, it's a baby. Just looks like a baby to me.
Oh,
I
bet she's beautiful.
Oh, my gosh, this baby's so beautiful. And it's not because I'm partial.
You're not biased or anything.
I'm not biased, but she's got the darkest hair and the thickest hair, and she's got the beautiful eyes, and she just looks so beautiful. And
how could she not be? She's got a handsome father and a beautiful mother, so.
Good. Yep, and I'm sure.
And a really good-looking grandpa. Well, now wait a minute. Is it grandpa? Is it Papa? Is it Pee-Pee? Is it? See, I'm a Mimi.
I'm not sure.
So what are you?
I'm not sure. Well, I'm a Paw right now.
A Paw. Well,
Paw, yeah.
She'll probably want to call you Pa as well.
I hope she calls me something different.
Oh, you do?
I want a spoiler.
I know a lot of people that especially men, who just kind of want their grandchildren to just come up with a name for them. They don't.
That's good.
Like, I wanted my grandchildren to call me Mimi, and they do. But I didn't want them to call my husband Pee-Pee.
Here's a picture.
Because I didn't think.
Oh, we got a picture. There she is.
Oh, isn't she beautiful?
Yeah, she is. I have to say that.
But they covered up all that pretty hair, too.
Oh, she's got the beautifulest black hair.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I know you're really proud of her.
I'm proud of her. What can I say?
I think maybe you ought to just let her, when she starts to talk, decide what she wants to call you.
I will.
That might be fun.
I'll let her do that.
That might be fun.
Be fun. You know, we have got a dynamite show. I mean, it is so full of local people that we really probably need to get right into the show.
We
give
do.
them some time.
We do.
It's good to have you here. I want to let you welcome all the people here on the show.
All
and go down
right.
the list and see who's here.
We have a huge show today. Actually, 7 guests, if we can get to all of those. We
Yep.
hope that we do. Our first guest today is Peggy Moody, and she is from
Hill and Hollow.
Hill and Hollow Quilters Guild. Autumn in the Ozarks is what she's going to be talking about. Kevin Walker from Cotter School is going to be talking about Warrior Pride 5K. Let's see, Danny Gray also is going to be with Kevin. Randall Drake and Jennifer Bastille is going to be talking about the Elder Care Symposium. Leanne George is here to talk about elite senior care. And Marita Stanford and Barb Campen will be here from the Holy Cross Lutheran Church, and they have a benefit for the food pantry called Elvis.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And Tim Bryant has written another book, and it's called A Man Tree. And so we're going to be talking to him about his book.
Yep, this
And
is his
then
book.
Our last guest is Seth Odegaard. Is that correct?
That's right.
Is that how you say his name?
Yes.
And he is from the Elsie Salmons Youth Center. So big show today.
All right.
Lots of folks.
You want to take us to break, or are you out of breath?
I'm out of breath.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Peggy Moody with the Hill and Hollow Quilt Show. Stay with us.
Come on back.